Hello, my fellow brothers and sisters, my fellow Africans in diaspora. With pain in my heart, I'm doing this challenge video to challenge you, my brother, to challenge you, my sister, to ask you, what steps are you taking to support your fellow brothers and sisters in Africa on the issue of Ebola? This killer disease is killing our brothers, killing our sisters, our unborn babies. What can we do to support them? We've heard the international organization, they are trying their best. But you ask yourself, where are all these millions going? When you call people in Africa, everybody still tells you the situation is getting worse. Here in Europe, we keep hearing figures, 5 million from this country, 10 million from this country, 3,000 medical care centers will be going to Africa. This organization, that organization, they need money, they need funding, but still the situation never gets better. I'm sure the money are up to 100 million that they have raised now, or they have budgeted, or they have said they have been spending to fight Ebola. Even if, let's assume 10,000 people are actively in need of care. So this leaves that each person is awarded a budget of a 10,000 US dollar if 100 million is in the language of what we are talking about. But this is not the bone of contention here. The source of Ebola is not the bone of contention here. The bone of contention here is that what can you do to support your fellow brothers and sisters? We have taken the first steps. Don't be deceived by people saying Africans never account for the money they have been given to. It's what we are made to believe, that when you support them, you don't see the money. But what about the one they've been given to the international organization? Was there accounted for? We can see the accountability in the expensive buildings, expensive salaries, expensive cars. But the people they say they are helping, they are collecting money for, what is the situation on ground? We all have families and friends. We all get report from ground. It's getting worse and worse. Here is our funding network, whatever you want to use to support. All payments should be through this network so that everybody can see how much we have raised. It doesn't matter, even if we can get 100 francs. It doesn't matter, even if it is 200 we can raise. But what we know, this is a fund raised by an African for an African. And we make sure that all what we are doing, we give the condition of how we want our money to be spent on the ground. Working with the local people. Even if it is the international representative, we can ask them for accountability. Can you ask the international organizations for the money they have received, what they've done with it? You just see the documents. This is now your funding network we have set up for us, an African for an Africa. Friends of African people in diaspora, fellow Europeans who are our friends, you can as well support. No amount is too small. Whatever you can afford, go into this our funding page, give your donation. You and I were talking about predicting in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years, an infected person with an Ebola virus is talking about 21 days. Let's help people to survive 21 days. We thank the effort the international organizations they've been putting together. We appreciate everything. But you and I as an African in diaspora, we have to take one step. I am doing my side. Brothers and sisters, ask yourself, what you doing? The smallest you can contribute, make a big change. I am Emmanuel Bamidele, African Mirror Foundation, Switzerland, and Swiss African Integration and Eth Network. Thank you. Peace and love.